All right, boys and girls, what's going on? It's your boy Elton638 in the building. So today I thought we would do some of the differences. I got my PC up and running. I figured we'd get in and watch some crazy videos, whatever. So, uh, don't mind my previous searches. Troll, like Troll Alley is a good one. And watch some funny videos. You want to get in here and chat? Feel free to get in here and chat. I'm down for it. Chat up a little. See it. All right, so we're gonna start with Troll Alley. Woman extols her baby father after she caught him smashing the 16-year-old babysitter for their child in their house. Okay. Girl pulled up at another girl's job and beats her for talking shit on live about her. Good. Everybody's saying that. We're not even going into that right now. What? What? All right, I've seen all these, so I'm not going into this. Let's see here. I can connect to my phone. What that is? So actually, cut on did I? Did I? let's get in here and check some stuff out. No, I don't need you to do all that. Nah, that's not necessary. Woman exposed her baby father after she caught him smashing the 16-year-old babysitter for their child at her house. It's tough.
Hey, girl.
Hi.
Come sit down. How old are you? Listen, I'm not about to hurt you, I promise. I'm not going to hurt you. Don't worry about it. How old are you?
I'm 18.
You're going to be 18? Are you 18? How old are you? Just tell me.
17.
So how long have you guys been having sex?
I honestly don't know.
A long time?
For a while, yeah.
And you never seen me here?
I was originally going to be a babysitting job, and that's what I thought it was going to be. Because I do babysitting.
So did he search you up, or did y'all meet outside of the apartment?
We met outside of the apartment. So basically...
He was?
27?
Yeah. So do you know that you're underage? And that he can go to jail for that? Do you know that? Do you know that you're beautiful? And that you are beautiful? And do you know, do not accept nothing from a man. Don't accept none of that shit. I'm serious. You're young. You're beautiful. Enjoy being young and beautiful. Do not let a man use you for anything.
Is that what it is?
Nothing. Yes, that's what it is. He's been using you for sex. Because me and him we don't have sex. Do you guys have text messages in your phone? Can I see those, please?
Yeah. Here, let me...
I appreciate you coming over here and everything. Don't be scared. I work with kids. When I seen your pictures, I knew you was young. Really? So
he's like, he was basically just kind of saying, come on, mama.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he took me into the back of his car, in like the back seat. And then that's when it happened.
And how many? More than 10 times? More than 5?
I think so, yeah.
How many? More than what? 10?
I'd have to go count all that. I don't have the greatest memory.
I don't have the greatest memory. Okay.
Around there?
Okay.
It's like, you know, he made it seem like, I don't know.
What?
And did he know how old you were?
Yeah.
Okay. And you told me you was 17. Okay.
And then...
Okay. So, first of all, that's not cool at all, bro. Like, preying on children is absolutely wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I got a child, and I felt this way long before I had a child. Don't hit women. I understand women may push you, but you don't hit women. You don't take the innocence away from children. You just don't do it. She's close to an adult, but she's still a child. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't feel like old girl needed to put this video. She didn't even need to record the video, let alone put the video out. All in all, this is a messed up situation, bro. But it's 2022. That's the world we live in, I guess. Move on to the next one. Yeah. Girl pulled up at another girl's job and beats her for talking shit on her live about her.
Cause I know these niggas be out here lying, faking, and all this shit. I know these niggas. These niggas say whatever. Girl, she saw me a friend question. Bitch, what's up, ho? Bitch, what's up, ho? Doing all that motherfucking talking, ho.
All that talking.
Bitch, what's up, ho? Doing all that motherfucking talking, ho.
Do all that talking to you about that action. Come on back to the camera.
Get on your ass,
Come on back to the camera.
You get your ass, ho.
Get in there. Are they at Walmart? They're at Walmart because of the little symbol joint. Got that dragon eye. LDU, no flash Jimmy. It is. iPhone users are something else. I might lose some followers or whatever. I don't care. All right. Man gets jumped by police in Miami, Florida. Nice if we had some sound. What you? Whoa, Jack. Okay. I know y'all just saw that. We're gonna go back like 10 seconds or whatever. Watch old boy right here. And tell me he ain't punch her in the face. Oh shit, they double teamed our ass. Go back. He come. Man. He gonna swing at it. Then old boy right here gonna come and get her too. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Close off and everything. He slams black man for no reason after he tried to protect black women from police dog.
You want to go? Where my shoe at? I don't know, bro. He can bite me. Well, he asked me. What he do? He ain't do that.
What did he do?
Oh my God! He biting him. He biting his ass.
Now we're gonna run that back. I want to somebody tell me what he did, because as far as I'm concerned, he ain't do nothing.
You want to go? Where my shoe at? I don't know, bro. He can bite me. Well, he asked me. What he do? He ain't do that. Oh my God! He biting him. He biting his ass.
Let's look in the comments. Dog knew the big boy was the bad man. If I was the dog, I would bite that wigger face off because I know that shit is wrong. Cops are such racist, narcissistic assholes. Society is fucked up, and this is the main reason. White cops. I don't know how y'all feel about it. Let me know in the comments. You are racist and deserve the chaos you so desperately want. I say we do as you say. Do away with the police. See how many hours you last without them to come running when you call. You know what? I don't know why I come down here to the comments. There's always somebody racist. So we're not gonna watch that one. Yeah, we're not gonna watch that one either. Chat. We about to go to YouTube because World Star is what it is. World Star. So.
Okay, my nigga, Will Smith was wrong. The light-skinned nigga, he went on stage and punched my nigga Chris Rock in the face. Unnecessary. A lot of niggas are saying why Chris Rock didn't fight back. Hold the fuck up, okay? Will Smith played very tough role in every movie. He was Ali. Ali's a boxer. He played King Richard. He's a tough man, father. He played I Am Legend, Hancock, you know, Independence Day. Everything, he was a superhero. Kick niggas' ass, okay? Chris Rock, on the other hand, had comedic roles. You know, the nigga was MC Gusto in CB4. He was also Pookie in The Crackhead in New Jack City. And he also was a nigga that played in Pootie Tang. And then, last but not least, he asked for one rib in the movie I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. So he's not built for that. Fuck that. You nigga fuck with me on stage, I'm telling you right now, I'm calling the cops, you're going to jail, my nigga, okay? And don't get it wrong, I'm undefeated at night. You come on my stage, I'm going to turn the lights off, I'm going to fuck you up, and you won't see it coming. Rap!
Oh, my God. They say I'm going to turn the lights off so you can't see me. Oh, boy. This guy.
Detroit Urban Survival Training. Right, I want to share with you how you can prevent yourself from being... Detroit Urban Survival Training. Right, I want to share with you how you can prevent yourself from being slapped in the mouth. When you say something about someone's wife, you shouldn't have said in the first place. So, the first thing you should do when the man's coming towards you to confront you, instead of laughing, you simply move off stage left. And, if you have to, block. Now, if he's moving too fast, then you're going to have to improvise, which means your headers go to the side, and then you come up. And from here, you simply push the elbows away and say, hey, sorry about what I said about your wife. I apologize, and simply move away from you. These are intelligent options which will increase your survivability.
This is not what they're about. Let's see. Let's explore. Yep. What I want to talk about is Will Smith. Ending. Let's look up some Karen videos. How about that? Bam. Bam. Filter it out so it's more sense. Say this week. All right.
These are the most entitled Karens who got owned.
Now, here's my thing. A lot of people get it misconstrued, right? A Karen is not a white woman who's upset. A Karen is any woman who's upset and feels like that things are just automatically supposed to go their way. Because that's just what they think it is. But that's you know what I mean? But that's what a Karen is.
Let's begin. This Karen was following and harassing these random people because this lady walked her bike through the entrance of this building, and this Karen was so upset by that she actually followed her and demanded her information. This Karen then continuously harassed her, only to tell her that she was going to call the authorities on them, all because they walked their bike through the apartment complex. She then continuously followed them for hours, demanding to know where they live. Let's have a look.
It's like harassment. Like you can just
I'm not harassing you. I'm just.
You're literally staying in the elevator with
I
us.
am riding the elevator.
Then go home.
Nobody says I can't stay in the elevator.
You need to just go back home then.
I want to find out what floor you're on.
It's creepy.
Well, sorry.
Like we're all adults here. You don't have to literally.
Well, then you can act like an adult and follow the rules and regulations of the building.
I understand that, but like a warning is enough. Like you don't have to.
How do I warn you if you're not going to tell me what unit you're in, or if I don't know where you live?
It's just weird. It's unnecessary.
It might be weird to you.
It's just unnecessary entirely. I can't believe this is actually happening.
Okay.
Are you gonna go?
No. Are you gonna go?
No, obviously not, because we kind of just want to go home.
Okay, then go home.
You keep pressing 20, but you're not going.
Well, maybe I'll push all the buttons like a kid.
Why would you do that?
I don't know, I like to play in elevators.
This is strange.
This Karen blocked this couple from entering this apartment complex because she wanted proof that they lived there. This couple obviously didn't have to prove to a random person that they lived there, and that's when this huge screaming match ensued with everybody, including a random person who intervened as well. Let's have a look.
Car, please. Move your car, please. Move your car. Look at her, y'all. Look at her, y'all. Look at her, y'all.
Hold on.
That's my point. I don't know that you live here. Same difference. I'm going about my business. Go about your business, man.
It's open all day.
Look at her, y'all.
Somebody wants to get in here. All they gotta do is the first gate and come right down the street.
Right now.
Come right down to the next one.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
How does it matter?
Because somebody can go in the first gate and do whatever they want.
You stop to make a point of nothing. Move the car, please. Look, you look crazy right now. Why would you do this to yourself? And you about to go viral.
Come on.
This is dumb.
This Karen just caused a car accident when she entered somebody else's lane and hit their car. She then had a total meltdown at the other people, stating that it was actually their fault and that she was hurt because of them, despite her being the one who crashed into their car. She then had a total meltdown playing the victim and demanded that they pay for the damages done to her car. Let's have a look.
My chances of my marathon, you're really gonna pay! Really gonna pay! Side hurts!
Clearly, you're not supposed to be there. That car
Man, with all due respect, you're in my lane.
Excuse me, wait, but I'll turn some out, we were first, you jack. I was in that lane first and you hit me.
I only need to see what happened like 30 minutes before
What'd
this.
you say? Oh, I was in my lane. You better turn some 100% in this lane, you proceed to
If there's a car right here,
You're complete 100%
if you wait till they move.
Yo! Cause you're gonna pay!
I asked you
No!
nicely to stop multiple
No! No! I don't have to stop you hit me!
She's been like this for 5 minutes.
I'm hurt!
Are you hurt at all?
No!
Do me a favor.
Yeah, no problem. Well, I also want to die.
This crazy male Karen confronted a random lady at this Walmart for literally no reason. This crazy Karen threatened her and started getting confrontational as well when the lady literally didn't do anything and didn't even know who this guy was. This aggressive male Karen then stated that they would have to call the authorities on him if they wanted him to leave the premises, which he refused to do before having a total meltdown. Let's have a look.
Yeah, take a deep breath. Ha! Right back at you, your own medicine. You don't know who the you're with. I don't give a mind your business. You understand me?
Sir, what's the problem?
Ask her. Ask her.
I was literally not doing anything.
Bull. Bull. I ain't leaving after this is solved.
Nope.
Bull. Call PD.
We're gonna call PD, but
Yeah.
your behavior is not gonna be tolerated.
I don't give a well, she should mind her business and stay out of my business. She doesn't know what the going on.
I used to work retail too. I don't give a rent into this problem.
I don't give a flying rat. No bullshit. You know what the did you retrieve my contacts? No. My email? No. My message. Bull. Bull. That. No. That.
You need to leave.
Bull. Leaving. I ain't leaving.
That's all right. I mean, we'll get the cops in here.
Get the cops in here. I give a. You know exactly what's going on, Steve. I know my contacts are locked, my messages, and my photos. I don't give a flying. I don't give a flying.
Okay, so this lady forgot her fob to get into her apartment, which sent this neighboring Karen into a total meltdown. This Karen demanded her identification so she could verify who she was, which this lady didn't give her, and that's when this Karen denied her access into the building and even tried to grab her phone. This Karen actually ended up calling the authorities on this lady as well, so let's have a look.
I literally live here. Y'all, it's a Karen. I experienced my first one. Karen. She doesn't have a fob. It's a Karen. She's blocking me from my neighborhood. I have a gun. You better back up. Please leave. Get in my car. I have a gun.
I'm not kind of back up, man.
Back up.
You have a gun.
Yeah, you don't have to get in my car. What are you doing? Call who you want. She's calling the police on me. Guys, I forgot my key fob.
She has a gun in her car and she's trying to break it.
It's my what?
This Karen found herself in an argument with another lady because the other lady had taken a public.
Now you see how these Karens, they take and flip the words around so that it benefits them. That's not what the lady said. She was defending herself by saying, "Hey, I got a gun." She made it seem as though the girl was saying, "I got a gun, so I'm trying to use that to rob you," or whatever. But you know what I mean?
Public parking spot. This Karen believes that she was entitled to this public parking spot as she had lived in the area for longer than her and thought that that made her entitled to it. This Karen then had a total meltdown at this random lady before getting in her face and very aggressive with her as well, which as you can see by the video did not end too well for her. Let's have a look.
Aren't you late for work? That's okay. I live there too. What makes you different?
I don't care.
What makes you different than me?
What makes me different than you?
Yes.
The fact that I've lived here for 25 years.
Okay, and I live over there and I pay rent as well.
I don't care if you pay rent.
Okay, and I don't either. You're still on the yellow line as
So
well.
are you.
Okay, so what was your point in coming out and telling me anything about myself?
What?
Why are you telling me about myself when you're also on the yellow line?
You about yourself.
Okay, and I'm telling you about yourself. Aren't you late for work? And you don't need to park on the yellow line either.
She doesn't need to park here. I don't know where
Look, she's on the yellow line. I'm on the yellow line. Slim, go over there. What do you see? Both of us parked on the yellow line. But because she lives here, exactly, you're not supposed to park here either. But because she lives there,
don't park here.
Don't
park up against my
please
car.
stay 6 feet away. You are Karen. I got you on camera. I got you on camera.
I did not spit in your face.
I got you. You're a don't touch in my face. You spit in my face. Call the cops. I got it on camera. You saw her come in my face.
You ran up on her.
Get out of here.
I'll take that as threatening.
Why did you
Don't
get
run
in
up
my
on me.
face? I'm over here. You're over there. Yes, you did. You said.
This Karen was demanding her dollar back inside of this convenience store as she wasn't happy with the product. She tried everything to get her dollar back, including abusing the employee and yelling at him for several minutes. Things escalated quickly when she actually started picking up items on the counter and throwing them at him before calling him all sorts of names and making all sorts of accusations towards him. Let's have a look.
Call the police, please. I'm waiting.
Unfortunately, the phone's not working.
Oh, the phone? You want me to call him?
Yeah.
You want me to call him?
Yeah.
So I will.
Go ahead.
Give me my money back. Now.
I'm not going to deal with a belligerent customer.
I am not belligerent.
You are.
You are disrespectful, dude.
I did not disrespect you.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
You didn't?
No.
You didn't. So when I pick up a dollar mother item and you want to throw it at me?
I did not
and
throw
tell
it.
me that you bull.
I put it back.
No. This is what you did. I'm going to show you what you did, homeboy. Right here. $1. $1 is what it says, right? So I bring it up to your counter. You say it's the wrong price. I take you over there to show you it's $1. If you go like this and you say, I ain't got to change it. Give me my money back. You're not going to disrespect me. Your phone don't work. I'll call the cops. Give me my money back. You are disrespectful.
I hear you.
You hear me?
Yep.
No. Who the do you think you are?
I forgot my name tag.
$1. Refund my money.
Tell her to leave the store and I'll refund it to you.
I'll call the cops because I'm a veteran. Cops love us.
I'm not gonna. I'm not.
You're gonna refund my money.
I'm not gonna deal with her while she's yelling at me.
I'm gonna deal with you.
If I'll return this to you because you're being respectful, and if she gets out, I'll go.
This is my husband.
I don't care. Your husband was raised right.
My husband would have seen you throw that at me.
This very aggressive Karen had way too much to drink and tried to get on the bus with a bunch of other people, which wasn't going to happen when upon entry she decided to start abusing everybody and telling them to go back to their own country. The problem here though is this Karen was actually traveling abroad and she was in China at the time, and she was telling Chinese residents to go back to their own country while they were in their country. Let's have a look.
You want money? You want money?
Hey, you know what? You're drunk.
You know what, mother?
Excuse me? Excuse me?
Call them right now. Call them now and find out. They're allowed on.
They're not allowed here. You're yeah? You know what? You're gonna be.
I can ask your opinion because the matter nothing. No, you're honestly your video tells me you and he can about it. My girl's something anyway. And you know what? I bet she loves your friendship because she's a loving creature and you're not. So why don't you go back to China where you grew up?
You're in China.
I just said go back to China.
You're in China.
Sorry.
You're in
Right
China.
there I'm in Hong Kong.
You're in
Did I
China.
ask your opinion?
Goodbye.
No, I didn't ask your opinion.
Take things off. You'll be famous. You're famous.
Okay, so this Karen was being an incredibly difficult customer at this fast food restaurant. Not only was she not following the same rules as everybody else, but she was actually complaining about how long it was taking to get her food, even though they were still politely serving her when she wasn't following the rules. She then turned to the other customers and tried to encourage them to not follow the rules as well, which didn't end very well for her. Let's have a look.
Hey,
Not right now, bro. I'm watching videos and trying to do a little chat thing.
Thank you. All the masks. Take it off, baby. Take your mask off. Yeah, watch me. I don't care. You know what? This is modern day segregation. I love all of you people. You know what? I love you. I love you. You're a beautiful woman.
Nothing like Steve Harvey.
Oh, go away.
But I appreciate the compliment towards me. I don't think that's a compliment towards him.
Okay, so this gentleman has a completely crazy Karen neighbor. She had stolen his stuff, and when he tried to get it back, she picked up a rock to threaten him with and refused to give the items back, leaving him no choice but to call the authorities on her. That only made her angrier when she confronted him with the rock in her hand and started throwing out all of these wild accusations towards him. Let's have a look.
And I'll slam you with this.
The elders or whatever.
Yeah,
I called the cops the other day.
Let me get.
They wouldn't help me.
Cause I didn't do anything to you, man.
I'm
walking past, and you stole my stuff. You hit me. You stole my stuff.
No.
Yes, you did. Let me get my stuff. It's all over the ground.
Get away from me.
I didn't do anything to you, man. I'm walking past.
You my life watching.
No, I didn't.
In that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I do, and so does my son.
You stole my stuff.
If he was awake,
let me get my stuff.
You'd be dead right now.
You stole my stuff. Let me get my stuff.
Yeah, so
that's what you have in
I got
your
a
hand
Ryzen 9.
I'm walking past. Let me get my
64 gigs of RAM and a 3070 Ti.
Now you threw me with a rock. You stole my stuff. Let me get my stuff. You let me get my stuff. What is wrong with you? I didn't do anything to you. Let me get my stuff.
Okay, so this Karen was asked to follow the rules of this restaurant several times and refused to comply. By the time she had followed the rules, it was too little too late and she was denied service. This Karen had already paid for her food, but she was offered a refund. But as this Karen was too busy abusing and belittling
I am from the U.S.
take her money and leave or go
in the North Carolina
else,
area.
Ended up in this huge altercation. Let's have a look.
What you gonna do though? Well, the police are coming. Do you want to keep going? What that video do? Neither what that video do? What that video do? What that video do though? I give you your money back. What do that video do? I paid for my food. I gave you your money back. I already gave you your
India.
money back.
That's what's up. What part?
Girl, you so little stupid with your little scare. Okay, well, you're gonna leave or the police are gonna make you leave? Okay, then they're coming. That's great. You do that. Both of you need to step outside until you have a mask on, okay? Girl, I got my mask on. I'm not talking to you.
Maharashtra. Let me look that up real quick.
Crazy shit about it is she said he's talking about some we need to stand outside because we got to order in food, but everybody in it is standing in it.
Okay, so this Karen found herself in an argument with a group of people having lunch at this IHOP. This Karen helped herself and sat down next to them and refused to move out of the way, preventing this group of people from leaving the table. Things escalated quickly when a random
Where Mumbai is.
and called this Karen out for her behavior. Let's have a look.
Just so you know, I came back in to give her the rest of the cash from my wallet.
Ma'am, please walk away. Please. No. Ma'am, can you please leave?
Because?
Can you just please leave?
Because I asked you to leave.
Excuse, I'm trying to get out. You need to find another place.
Is there racism in the U.S.? There's definitely racism in the U.S. And it's not just one race of people who's racist. Pretty much everybody is.
Thank you, sir. Can you please leave?
Well, let me not say that. So there is racism among all the races, but most of all the races are prejudiced. So I'm not gonna call everybody racist, but mostly everybody is prejudiced. We'll answer it like that. Is there a lot? Yes.
These friends were riding around in disability scooters inside of this Walmart. The friends weren't disabled, which meant that this equipment was not for them, and that's when another customer actually called them out for this. This other customer was anything but polite about it when she demanded that they put it back and put them in their place for thinking that they can take it when
So tell me about
and people who genuinely
tell me about Maharashtra.
have access to them. Let's have a look.
Is there racism there?
No, but I defend people that have a right to those. There's not enough of these in the store. If you're not disabled, you don't use those.
I mean, there ain't no law against it.
Yes, there is, as a matter of fact.
No, there's not.
Yes.
What's the law then?
If you're not handicapped, you don't use one.
But
Use your brain for 2 seconds.
There's no law for that.
there's not really a law.
It's called the American Disability Act.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up right quick.
Don't get smart, G. Don't get smart.
Hey, my phone's dead. Can I use your phone?
No, dude.
Discrimination. I would think so, like due to religion, right?
Put it back where
If I might be wrong. I don't know.
Oh, okay. No, put it back, dude.
If you want to teach me, feel free to teach me.
Later.
If I see that thing's not back and you're still on, so help me God, you get thrown on.
Alright, do it.
This gentleman was actually at work when he was stopped and confronted by a Karen. This Karen believes he was up to no good and actually wanted proof as well as his identification of who he was and what he was doing there. The gentleman obviously didn't give her anything as he doesn't have to provide a random person with his identification, and that's when this Karen started recording him claiming that her husband was a cop and that he was going to arrest him. Let's have a look.
Well,
Some random lady.
And you're not acting professional.
Some random lady just came and asked for my identification
You are tampering with the law.
and my credentials while I'm at work.
Yeah, I kind of figured it was based on religion.
Show me your credentials.
You're making a fool of yourself, man.
No, I am protecting the DMV.
You're making a complete fool of
No,
yourself
I'm
right now.
protecting the DMV.
That's good. I hope things are changing for the better, man.
I'm married to a cop.
So, what is that supposed to mean?
It means that you're not complying with being.
You're making
You're
a
not
fool.
even acting like an employee.
You're making a fool of yourself,
No,
man.
you are.
Man, just carry on. Look at this right here. Look at this woman. I don't even wanna
Unfair
say
Mario?
what to say, man.
Was that a YouTube video?
Dun-dun-dun.
Or was it like a video game?
Never thought this would happen.
This Karen was having some serious road rage when she was so entitled that she actually slammed on her brakes in the middle of the road, meaning everybody behind her had to brake as well so that she could get out of her car and confront the driver behind her. She ended up having a total meltdown at him because she didn't agree with the way that he was driving, and she inconvenienced tens of people so that she could abuse this gentleman. Let's have a look.
Alright. We'll try that out and see how it goes. See, we got about another 6 minutes and some change on this video, so we'll try it out. We'll try it out right after this video. I may have an answer. Give me your question.
This incredibly offensive Karen profiled this gentleman at this convenience store before things escalated quickly. This Karen was incredibly offensive and even got confrontational with him when she put his hands on him. This all unfolded in front of her grandchild as this entitled Karen tried to get her away, but it was inevitably denied access from the store. This Karen then took this rage to the parking lot and she did this. Let's have a look.
Okay, I don't care if you don't like my shirt. Are you really right now?
I'm not saying a word. You are.
No, you are. You want me to take my shirt off?
I'm not saying a word.
I'm not going to take my shirt off.
Hi.
That's a really good question. And it's a real, there has to be a real deep answer to it. So, Pop 31, hold on, let me,
Oh, here, Punch, you stand right.
Pop 3112, he asked me, why is it okay if a black guy says the N-word, and when a white guy says that, they say he's racist? Okay. I'll tell you what. We'll do it like this. All right. So the word nigger, right? The definition of nigger, for one, is offensive, used as an insulting and contemptuous term for black people. It's used as an insulting and contemptuous term for a member of any dark-skinned race. Okay, so that's not even black people. That's black people. That's Indian people, Ethiopian people, any person of color. That word is used as an offense to them. And as you see for the third definition, a member of a class or a group of people who are systematically subjected to discrimination and unfair treatment. When black people were brought over to America as slaves, this was the term that white people used for black people. Half of the time, they didn't even use our names that they gave us. That they stripped away our original names and gave us names that they were comfortable with, and they didn't even use those half of the time. They called us nigger. So, yeah. So that really depends on how you look at it. It's more so of us taking the word away from them and using it as a term of endearment, a word that was used as an offense to us. We've taken it to use it as a term of endearment towards each other. Anytime a white person has used that word, it's been used as an offense to us. I didn't realize we were going to get this deep, chat, but you had a question. I tried to do my best to answer it. And by no means am I like a genius or a historian or anything like that. I'm just going off of what I know. While he's typing, we're going to go back to the video.
Right here. What did you say? You heard me. You heard me. Just give me the shit. No. You stay right here. Stay. You gonna say that in front of my daughter? You gonna say that in front of my daughter? Her mother's black.
All right, so that's a good point, Pop 3112. He says, yeah, I know it is a racial slur, but I think, and it is my opinion only, if people of the same race should stop saying the N-word. It's one of those things where, like, it's a generational thing. Like, we could stop racism worldwide in the next 3 generations by stop being racist towards each other. After 3 generations, there would be no more racism. But it's one of those things where it's become commonplace. when you look at it now, it seems like dark-skinned people say each other while saying cause they have an understanding. So what you're saying is like, so you're saying like because I'm black, it's okay for me to say the N-word? Is that what you're saying? Okay, so that's going back to what I'm saying. That's going back to what I was saying earlier. We as black people in general have taken that word that was used to be offensive towards us. We've taken it and we've safeguarded it to use amongst ourselves as a term of endearment. When it was originally used, it was used, like I said, as an offense. It was used to be offensive. When we use it, we don't use it offensively. Does that honestly make sense to you? What I'm saying, or you still feel the same way before, like you didn't really understand why we use it? Okay, 50% is better than having no understanding at all. So, because okay, the word nigger, it originated from a whole other word that we as black people had already been using towards each other over in Africa. I can show you that. It derived from the word Niger. Let's do it. That's kind of why I didn't want to get into it, bro, because it's one of those things where you have to do some digging to understand to understand where I'm even coming from, let alone black people. But know that when we use it amongst each other, it's not an offensive word. When we use it, we're using it as a term of endearment. being that when white people used it during slavery, it was used as a word of offense. And it will always be seen that way when any white person uses that word. That's why we feel like they can't use that word. And we are highly offended when they use that word nowadays. That's where I'm gonna stop with it. That's where I'm gonna leave it. And that'll be that. Yeah, but you gotta look at the time frames of when all this happened. How much time did it take for freedom to come? But this is like I said, this is a whole other conversation for a whole other time. If we want to go through that, we'll go over it some other time. In the meantime, let's get back to these videos and when you say unfair Mario, we'll get into some of that in just a little bit.
You don't say that. Shut up. I wish you would touch me. Shut up. Call the police.
This lady was in a parking garage and she wasn't happy with the noise coming from this vehicle. That's when he decided to rev his car engine as loud as he could in an attempt to upset this Karen, which definitely worked when she walked up to the driver.
It's one of those things you'll fall down a rabbit hole of trying to
Let's have a look.
figure out what's going on, because America is a melting pot of different cultures. You can't just look up one set of people. It's tons of different cultures, and each culture has their own impact on American history. So, yeah, you'll be researching for days. So do I like Biden? So my whole stance is not to speak on politics on a social platform like this, because it's another one of those things that'll raise emotions that don't need to be raised.
Social distancing rules, and for this reason, she couldn't actually be.
I saw how Will Smith slapped the host of the Oscars, and it's one of those things where people are divided on that as well. Me as a husband, I understand where Will came from, but I feel that he shouldn't have done that in a public setting. But then again, the host was wrong as well.
Why can't I get on my flight?
He shouldn't have said what he said on his platform.
In my bag and I said no.
He was laughing at the joke, but that's his wife at the end of the day, and she was offended.
What other security question do you need? What other security question do you need? I gave you my boarding pass. What's in your hand? What security question do you need?
I can't even get an answer out of you, ma'am.
What question do you need the answer to? You said I wouldn't answer your questions, but you already saw my boarding pass.
Thank you.
This is the third time, so what other question do you need to answer?
We're going to get you a supervisor.
I don't need a supervisor. I'm trying to board my flight. And why can't I get on my flight? Excuse me, I'm talking to you. Like, everybody just now came in here and you stopped me. You put me to the
It's another one of those things where it's like personal opinion. Everybody's going to feel their own way about everything that happens. So.
What question do you need the answer to?
I need a CSM to gate number 47A, please. Okay,
what question do you need the answer to?
Someone?
What question do you need the answer to? You're the one that blocked me from getting on my flight.
I'll let you talk to the supervisor now.
For what?
Trying to.
For what?
Yeah, she did.
For what? What did you call your supervisor for?
To talk to you.
For what? Talk to me about what? To talk to me about what?
I played God of War, but I'm dumb, so I didn't make it all that far, so I kind of stopped playing.
a sign at the front door that says you're not allowed in the store with a bag. The lady was informed of this and she was really upset and started having a go at the cashier when things turned pretty ugly pretty quickly. The employee ended up having enough of this abuse and banned her from the store, but this Karen refused to leave the store and got into a heated argument with her. Let's have a look.
I would like to just go buy a Slurpee. You can't deny me service. You can't deny me service. I'm gonna get a Slurpee.
Yes, we do. But I mean, that's any dialect. If Hispanic people speak Spanish very fast.
I hope you're not gonna try to text me.
French people speak French very fast. If that's all you've been speaking all your life, you're comfortable enough to speak it very fast.
Now you're overthinking things. The way you treat me. I just want to buy a drink. What is your entitlement of anything? I just want to buy outside. You're getting mad because I have to tell you to leave your bag. You don't have to be rude and unprofessional. No, I can't sit. So the sign is way down there, down here. Somebody like I'm a journalist. I'm a journalist, so I will record everything. I will, and I will post this. You're Mario?
Right, but what is your native tongue?
Have a nice day. Have a nice day, bro. Have a nice day. I'm not a bro.
What's the native language that you speak?
You ain't acting like a lady. Take your ass outside. You're not acting like a lady. Yes, sir.
Thanks for watching, guys, and if you've enjoyed
Now, when you speak Hindi, do you speak it much faster than you speak English?
on.
That's the point. Try to avoid traps and get to the front flag. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, because writing it, you have to think about it long before you actually write it down. So that makes sense. All right, use the arrow keys to move around. Can I use? No, okay. Can we go full screen? All right, let's do it. Okay. So it's one of those kind of games. Okay. That's what I figured. Yeah, so you can't jump after you jump. Okay. Okay. I can see how this can be frustrating. My dumb ass jumped in the hole. So. Okay. I don't understand, bro. Okay. Hey, yeah. Okay. I would have lost my mind if this is how the game played like originally. I can't even touch it. Okay. this foolishness. What I figured. Hey boy. What? Could you imagine? Okay. This man jumped in the hole. Okay. And this is just board 1. Like, I'm already at 21 deaths. Hey, yeah, look. You gotta let me in there first. All right, Pop, you might have to walk me through this one. It's probably something simple too. Look at this. Come on. Okay. Okay. Hey, y'all blame Pop for this. Pop 3112. Thing is, I can never remember what the thing is. I did it. All right. Let's go backwards. Look at this. They did say watch out, didn't they? Ever played Getting Over It? No, I've never played that. Right, I know that there's damn needles up there, but I'm still jumping on top of it. What in the... I played Minecraft. Hey, yo. All right, we're done with this game. We're done with it. We're done with it. Getting over it. This is one of those games that's by Steam. Oh, I've seen this game. I've seen this game before. Record of 51 seconds. Ain't no way. Okay. He said this is the bargain version of getting over. Hey, look. Check this out. I'm broke after building this PC. And somebody did this shit in 51 seconds. And he figured out how to play the game. Yeah, bro. All right. All right. Yeah, I play Call of Duty. I don't have a Steam. This game is frustrating as hell. Okay.
There's no feeling more intense than starting over. If you've broken your Scratch project moments after you've shared it, as I have, or you spent hours working on a project only to notice too late that one of your sprites has unexplainably gone missing. If you've made use of that difficult-to-name thing of thing block within the sensing category, amazingly useful but capable due to a Scratch bug of leaving you crying as it dumps all your scripts in one big unordered heap. If you've made real progress coding a game over the course of the week, only to come back the next day to discover you weren't even logged in. nothing has been saving. Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day at school, then what you're about to go through may be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here. All right. Thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you need to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and remember to pause the game by pressing P. On Scratch, you can find loads of remixed or reimagined recreations of existing games, and with good reason. George Bernard Shaw said, "Imitation is not just the sincerest form of flattery, it's the sincerest form of learning." This game is a recreation of a game that came out in 2017, titled Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. That game in turn was a homage to a free game that came out in 2002. Both games involved dragging yourself, using a hammer, up a mountain assembled from assets and objects sourced from many other games. It seems appropriate then that, when trying to recreate Getting Over It in Scratch, that we should construct our mountain.
Hey, do I have to listen to this?
Used in literally millions of Scratch projects. The unmistakable contents of the Scratch costume library.
Man. I'm starting to think you wanted me to get stressed out, bro. Yeah, I've seen that. No, we're not doing this.
Oh man, you lost a lot of progress.
Mother, father. What do I press and control R for? Yeah. Let's see what else we can find in here, shall we? My voice is like shit. Alright. So I think I'm going to end the stream here. Kid is getting kind of tired. But yeah. It's been a pleasure, you guys. Play Batman Arkham Knight. I actually beat that game already. I don't know if anybody would be interested in watching me play that.